Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Let's jump right into it. Let's get it. In today's society, what does keeping the Sabbath mean, and does it even apply today? That is a deep and very relevant question, especially in today's nonstop, always on the go society. Can't stop, won't stop. What the Sabbath originally meant. In scriptures, the Sabbath meant to stop, rest, and cease. It wasn't about a day off. It was about alignment. God rested not because he was tired, but set a rhythm. Israel rested to remember they were no longer slaves. Rest was an act of trust. I don't have to produce 24/7 to be provided for. So at its core, the Sabbath was rest, remembrance, recentering on God, freedom from constant labor. The question was at hand is, does the Sabbath still apply today? I would say in a short answer, yes, but not the same rigid way people often think. Spiritually, Jesus said the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. That was recorded in Mark 2, verse 27. That line changes everything. The Sabbath was never meant to enslave people with rules. It was meant to restore people who are worn down. Listen, I don't know the count exactly. I'm just gonna say 8 billion, 9 billion people out here on planet Earth. There's some stuff going on. There's people that's worn down. Sickness, health, hatred. Poverty. You name it. If it's a name, it's down here, and a lot of people are worn down. Or just, plain tired. You know what I mean? That's just plain to see. It's just evident, man. Everywhere you look around and turn around. I'm not saying that there's not no good on this earth, and then there's not no good times or happy places, but a lot of people are dealing with some serious issues, and so I just wanted to make that very, very much clear, and be transparent with that. In the New Testament, Jesus fulfilled the law. Rest becomes less about specific day and more about state of being. True Sabbath is found in resting in God, not just stopping work. So not just stopping your regular work. It's a spiritual thing as well. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it still applies, but as a principle, not as a legal trap. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that's looking to entrap you or anything like that. What keeping the Sabbath looks like today? In modern society, keeping the Sabbath often means resisting the culture of constant noise, urgency, and productivity. Sometimes you just have to put that phone down. You have to take the earpods or earphones out of your headphones out of your ear. Cut the lights off. You know what I'm saying? And just sit in quietness. You know what I'm saying? You have to let your mind just, sometimes you just need to hear things clearly. You know what I'm saying? It also can look like intentional stopping, no grinding, no chasing money, no proving your worth, letting the world run without you for a moment. From my understanding, I thought this world ran on Dunkin' Donuts. Or I thought it ran on Dunkin', but you know what I'm saying. Back to the topic at hand. In society that worships hustle, rest is rebellion. You know what I'm saying? It can feel like rebellion if you do it, especially in a time where we grinding, you know what I'm saying, we trying to do whatever. You telling yourself, it's that favorite thing that we always like to say, we don't take no days off, you know what I'm saying? Or we don't get tired. So it can also feel like a rebellion. Two, mental and emotional rest. Not just I didn't go to work, but I didn't carry anxiety. I didn't rehearse worries. I didn't mentally stay on the battlefield. This connects deeply to what I've been asking about controlling emotions and inner demons. Sabbath is where those battles quiet down. 3, realignment with purpose. Sabbath is a rest. a reset. Remember who you are. Remember what matters. Remember you're more than output. So I'll say that once again. Realignment with purpose. Sabbath is reset. Remember who you are. Remember what matters the most. Also, remember that you're more than output. You know what I'm saying? You're the person that's always outputting, but you have to understand that you're much more than you giving output. You know what I'm saying? So, for someone inspired by faith, helping others in success, Sabbath prevents success from becoming your master. 4, trust over control. Sabbath says, if I stop, God won't stop working. That's huge. If I stop, God won't stop working. Very, very big. Especially for people who carry generational pressure, survival patterns, or always feel like they have to stay alert. Let's get into it like a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're choosing to pick days, is it about Saturday or Sunday? This is where many arguments miss the point about what the Sabbath really means. You know what I'm saying? Biblically, Sabbath equals Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's biblically. Culturally, many observe Sunday. Spiritually, the heart matters more than the calendar. That's what we need to be taking in consideration if you are going to tap into what it really means. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, the heart matters more than the calendar. So we're looking at the calendar. We may be seeing in some traditions they do Friday sundown and the Sunday thing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's more than the calendar. It's more about what's coming out of your heart, which is the biggest thing when we're talking about God frequency. It's all about the heart and what's inside, you know, and what's coming from within inside. Paul said one person considers one day more sacred than another. Another considers every day alike. Each should be fully convinced in their own mind. That was stated in Romans 14, verse 5. Meaning, God cares more about why you rest than which day you pick. Here we go about, you know, the heart and intentions, you know what I'm saying? Things when they looked at from within, not without. You know, God cares about why you rest than which day you pick. The deeper truth, this matters. In today's society, not keeping a Sabbath leads to burnout, emotional numbness, spiritual dullness, living in survival mode. I think a lot of us on this planet Earth at this time is living in survival mode. I can contest to that. Constant inner warfare. Warfare at this time, as far as spiritually, man, down here is just popping. It's just really popping. You know what I'm saying? It's really lit. It's really, really popping. And when I say it's lit, I mean that the fuse is lit. Some shit may blow up at any time right now. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully nothing blows up. Stay away from explosives. Don't do anything like that. I'm not advising. Yeah. Keeping the Sabbath, it leads to clarity, strength, emotional regulation, and spiritual authority. Peace without escaping life. Bottom line, yes, the Sabbath still applies, but today it means choosing rest, presence, and trust in a world addicted to urgency. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Bringing this stuff to you once again, showing you love, meaningful topics, helping people get aligned into their true self. You know what I'm saying? Their truth being, helping them hopefully find power that they may need in these crazy times right here to elevate. You know what I'm saying? It's all about higher self. It's all about taking care of yourself. It's all about being kind. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about teaching. You feel me? Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Peace. I'm out.